Good morning, class. Sports psychology is the study of how mental factors affect sports performance. Why does a footballer miss a penalty in a crucial match even after scoring 10 in a row during training? Why do some athletes perform better under pressure while others collapse? The answer lies in psychology, the mind's role in sport. In Nigeria, our elite athletes, Blessing Okagbe in athletics, Tigers in basketball, Super Eagles, all work with sports psychologists. WAEC includes sports psychology because it explains motivation, confidence, focus, and the mental side of performance. Today we focus on motivation, why athletes train and compete, through the major motivation theories. Motivation is the internal or external drive that causes a person to begin, direct, persist in, and intensify effort toward achieving a goal. Types of motivation. Intrinsic motivation, motivation that comes from within the person, from enjoyment, personal satisfaction, and love of the activity itself. An athlete who trains at 5 a.m. every day because they genuinely love running and want personal improvement is intrinsically motivated. This is the most durable form of motivation. Extrinsic motivation, motivation from external rewards, money, trophies, fame, approval from others. A student who participates in school sports primarily to win medals or impress teachers is extrinsically motivated. Extrinsic motivation can be powerful but tends to diminish when the reward is removed. Factors that influence motivation in sport. Personal factors, confidence, personality, age, experience, goals. Situational factors, the importance of the event, quality of competition, support from crowd. Relationship factors, coaches' support, team cohesion, parental encouragement. In Nigerian sport, community pride is a powerful motivator. Representing your state at the National Youth Games or representing Nigeria at the Africa Cup of Nations drives athletes to train harder than any trophy could. Several theories explain why people are motivated to participate in sport. Study this carefully for WAEC. Theory 1, Maslow's Hierarchy of Needs, 1943. Abraham Maslow proposed that human needs are arranged in a pyramid of 5 levels. A person must satisfy lower needs before being motivated by higher ones. Level 1, physiological needs, food, water, shelter, sleep. An athlete who is hungry, ill, or exhausted cannot focus on performance. Level 2, safety needs, physical safety, financial security. Athletes need safe training facilities and protection from injury. Level 3, social/belonging needs, friendship, teamwork, belonging to a group. Nigerians are community-oriented, team cohesion is a strong motivator. Level 4, esteem needs, recognition, achievement, reputation. Winning a trophy, being named MOTM, receiving praise from a coach. Level 5, self-actualization, reaching one's full potential. The elite athlete who has everything and still trains for the love of perfection. JJ Okocha could have retired early but kept playing because of self-actualization. Application in Nigerian PE, ensure athletes have adequate nutrition and rest, level 1, before expecting peak performance. Create a supportive team environment, level 3. Celebrate achievements publicly, level 4. Theory 2, Achievement Motivation Theory, Atkinson, 1964. Atkinson proposed that motivation to achieve depends on 2 competing drives. Need for achievement, knock the desire to succeed, take on challenges, and demonstrate competence. Fear of failure, enfeel the desire to avoid shame, embarrassment, and criticism. Athletes high in knock choose moderately difficult challenges, not too easy, no achievement, not too hard, inevitable failure. They approach challenges positively. Athletes high in enfeel choose very easy tasks, guaranteed success, or very difficult ones, no shame in failing at something extremely hard. They avoid moderately difficult tasks where there is real risk of failure. Coach application, create an environment where mistakes are learning opportunities, not humiliations. This reduces fear of failure and builds achievement motivation. Theory 3, Self-Determination Theory, NERDC and Ryan, 1985. SDT proposes that human motivation is highest when 3 psychological needs are met. 1. Autonomy, the feeling that you choose your actions freely, not forced. 2. Competence, the feeling that you are skilled and capable. 3. Relatedness, the feeling of connection to others, teammates, coaches. When coaches give athletes some say in training design, autonomy, provide mastery-focused feedback that builds skill, competence, and foster team unity, relatedness, athletes become highly self-determined and intrinsically motivated. Theory 4, Goal-Setting Theory, SMART Goals. Locke and Latham showed that specific, challenging goals motivate performance more than vague or easy ones. Nigerian athletes use SMART goals. Specific, I will run 100 m in under 11 seconds, not I will run faster. Measurable, time, distance, score. Achievable, challenging but realistic. Relevant, related to the athlete's sport and priorities. Time-bound, by the end of term 3. 3 types of goals. Outcome goals, win the race, beat a specific opponent. Performance goals, run 100 m in 10.8 seconds, hit 80% free throws. Process goals, follow my arm mechanics on every serve. Process and performance goals are more controllable and psychologically healthier than outcome goals. Anxiety and arousal are closely linked to motivation and performance. Arousal, a general state of alertness and readiness, from deep sleep or zero arousal to extreme panic, maximum arousal. Moderate arousal leads to best performance. Yerkes-Dodson law, inverted U theory performance improves as arousal increases, up to an optimal level, then declines as arousal becomes excessive. This creates an inverted U shape on a graph of arousal versus performance. Too little arousal, under arousal the athlete is flat, unmotivated, unalert, poor performance. Optimal arousal, peak performance zone. Too much arousal, over-arousal/anxiety overthinking, muscle tension, panic, performance deteriorates. Cognitive anxiety, mental worry, I'm going to miss this penalty. Somatic anxiety, physical symptoms, heart racing, sweaty palms, muscle tension. Nigerian context, in the 1990 World Cup second round against Italy, Nigerian goalkeeper Peter Rufai saved a vital penalty. Managing anxiety under such pressure requires years of mental training. Techniques for managing anxiety in sport. Breathing control, slow, deep breathing lowers arousal. Progressive muscle relaxation, systematically tensing and releasing muscle groups. Visualization, mental imagery mentally rehearsing successful performance. Positive self-talk, replacing negative thoughts with positive affirmations. Pre-performance routines, consistent rituals before competition to achieve optimal arousal. WAEC examination questions on sport psychology. Question 1. Distinguish between intrinsic and extrinsic motivation with examples from sport. Answer. Intrinsic motivation comes from within the athlete, the love of the sport, personal challenge, and enjoyment. Example, a runner who trains daily because they love the feeling of improvement. Extrinsic motivation comes from external factors, prizes, praise, contracts. Example, a footballer who plays harder when bonuses are offered. Intrinsic motivation is more durable long-term. Question 2. Describe Maslow's hierarchy of needs and explain its relevance to sport performance. Answer. Maslow arranged human needs into a 5-level pyramid. 1. Physiological, food/water/sleep. 2. Safety, physical security. 3. Social/belonging, team membership. 4. Esteem, recognition and achievement. 5. Self-actualization, reaching full potential. In sport, lower needs must be met first. An athlete who is hungry or injured cannot focus on peak performance, level 1/2. Team cohesion addresses level 3. Trophies and recognition motivate at level 4. Truly great athletes pursue excellence for its own sake, level 5. Question 3. What is the SMART goals framework and why is it used in sport? Answer: SMART goals are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals. Specific, clear and precise, measurable, progress can be tracked, achievable, challenging but realistic, relevant, related to the athlete's sport, time-bound, has a deadline. SMART goals improve motivation because they give the athlete a clear target, allow progress monitoring, and provide a sense of achievement when reached. Question 4. Explain the inverted U theory, Yerkes-Dodson law. Answer: the inverted U theory states that as arousal increases from low to moderate levels, performance improves. At the optimal arousal point, performance is at its peak. If arousal continues to increase beyond this optimal level, performance declines. The relationship between arousal and performance therefore forms an inverted U shape. Under-arousal leads to flat, sluggish performance, over-arousal leads to anxiety, tension, and errors. Question 5. Name 3 techniques an athlete can use to manage pre-competition anxiety. Answer: 1. Breathing control, slow, deep breaths to reduce heart rate and lower arousal. 2. Visualization, mentally rehearsing the upcoming performance in a positive way to build confidence. 3. Positive self-talk, replacing negative thoughts, I will miss, with positive affirmations, I have prepared for this and I am ready. The mind is the most powerful tool an athlete has. All the physical training in the world can be undone by fear, poor motivation, or lack of focus. Understand your motivations, set SMART goals, and develop mental skills alongside physical ones. Powered by Lightech Academy, academy.lightech.com.ng. NERDC-approved SS1 Physical Education.